And hello everybody, welcome back to British Stand. What we're witnessing right now in Southeast Asia is nothing short of a geopolitical powder keg, and it has officially exploded. War has erupted along the Thai-Cambodian border, where violent clashes have entered their second consecutive day, and the situation is escalating at a pace that few predicted and even fewer can control. In today's live stream, we are going to be going up and providing you an update from the last 24 hours as reports are coming in, video footage is coming in, that the Royal Thai Army are now actively deploying suicide drones, and we're also starting to see other sides footage, extreme footage of course, of gunfire, tanks being used, missiles being fired as well along that border. And Cambodia actually firing their rockets into Thai areas in civilian positions in the hope that they don't fire back. It was also a bit of breaking news as we're just going live now that Thailand have, of course, launched martial law in 8 provinces within Thailand. So quite a lot to go through with you in today's live stream. Lots of stuff happening and quite scary at the same time. Of course, yesterday we provided a live stream update as it first erupted. Of course, initially what happened was Cambodia fired some rockets and Thailand erupted. And the stand-in Prime Minister in Thailand stated that it wasn't going to be stopping anytime soon. Essentially, as you can see here on the Thai and Cambodian border. But after we finished our live stream, we started to see the response from the Royal Thai Army and military. And there would be a lot of weapons, a lot of tanks, missiles, all of these kind of things were heading towards the border. This was after, of course, 12 people were killed in Cambodian strikes. 10 of those being civilians and 2 of those being soldiers. I think that death toll has now risen to 14. However, after that live stream, we started to see video footage like this start to emerge. Preparing big time. Over the night, fighting did continue to happen. And today, in its consecutive day, that has not stopped. Some extreme warfare that we've started to see. And as stated, the Royal Thai military have started to deploy suicide drones. Here is some more footage. Now, on the other side, and this is where it gets slightly even more disturbing, we're now starting to see sort of credible reports stating that the Cambodian army is firing these MLSR strikes from within civilian areas. They appear to be taking cover among the local population, likely in an attempt to discourage Thai airstrikes out of a fear of civilian casualties. This tactic, if confirmed, would violate international norms and dangerously raise the risk of mass collateral damage if Thailand decides to respond in that kind. Now, in response to the escalating violence, the Thai government has now declared martial law in 8 provinces bordering Cambodia. This is rare and powerful legal move that grants the military sweeping powers over civilian life. Travel restrictions are now in place. Military checkpoints have now been established. Civil liberties in these regions are effectively suspended. Thai citizens have been formally urged to stay at home, avoid travel near the border, and remain on high alert as military operations intensify. Here's a little bit more footage of them preparing to the border. Wow. Now, at the time of recording this live stream, now all eyes, I suppose, are going to be on the Thai Air Force. So far, they have held back from launching full retaliatory airstrikes, likely due to the concerns about civilian casualties, given the Cambodian army's alleged positioning within populated zones. But the question on everyone's mind, as it's turned dark there now, is how long can this restraint last and what happens if or when it ends? Let's be clear, it's no longer just a border skirmish. This is sustained warfare. We are now witnessing suicide drones by Thailand, rocket artillery strikes by Cambodia, civilian shielding tactics reportedly in use, military convoys mobilizing across multiple provinces, and a government's response involving full martial law. This conflict, if not brought under control immediately, threatens to destabilize broader Southeast Asian regions. Cross-border violence, refugee flows, airspace violations, economic disruption, all of it is now on the table. Now, of course, the UN, I think, have had their say with regard to this as well. Let me get the latest update. As it said, it's an ever-moving story right now, and we're just trying to keep up with it in a 24-hour period, but just because it just keeps on coming out. Look, there we go. We've got an update as we're live now. Thailand's foreign ministry accused Cambodia of random shelling. A video of Seram province spread online showing a Thai man on a motorcycle driving down the road despite shelling from Cambodia as nothing could stop him. What else have we got here as well? I just want to try and find that UN response from this, but there's so much war footage, so much fighting footage currently circulating online at this moment in time. I just want to try and find a UN update quickly from earlier. Yeah, so UN Security Council a few hours ago are set to hold an emergency meeting over the Thailand-Cambodia border conflict. And according to reports, at least 16 people were killed in the shelling, most of whom were Thai civilians. The Bangkok Post now reports that more than 100,000 people have fled Thailand's border provinces amid the escalation. And this is where it also gets pretty wild as well, is that in the Thai news that I'm starting to see as well, is that Thais are now donating blood after a nationwide call. So reports in Thailand's capital, Bangkok, is that people are rushing to donate blood. So I don't know what's going to happen. This is probably preparing for the worst. But yeah, this is not looking good in the Southeast Asian region, and usually a very, very peaceful side of the world, to be fair. Spent a lot of time in Thailand personally, a lot of time in Indonesia personally. Haven't been to Cambodia as of yet, but spent time in Vietnam. So yeah, usually a very, very peaceful place. But of course, this border heating up has been going on for decades. And yeah, it looks like it's starting to seriously spiral out of control as we go into the second consecutive day of fighting. Wild stuff. And it has escalated very, very quickly, as Sick of It has said here in the live chat. Gary says this is absolutely mental. Dean says, I have a friend living there. So far, 6 Thai civilians have died and 9 Thai soldiers. So I think the toll is at 14, I'm starting to read at this time. But the fact that as well, back in Bangkok, is that people are now, donating blood. Civilians are running to donate blood. And this was after a nationwide call. So definitely preparing for the worst. But yeah, another war. Everyone's saying not another war. They're all breaking out. They are all breaking out. But we'll try and keep you up to date with this. I know we do usually, of course, just report on British affairs and European affairs. However, this is pretty big, and there was a lot of interest in our live stream yesterday as we spoke about it. So if there's no one really covering it as such, then I'll do it. I'll try and research as much as I can with regard to the subject and bring you updates in sort of layman's terms, I suppose. As I said, I'm no expert. Do have a bit of military experience as such, but it does look like it's kicking off. And we're going into, it's nighttime there now. It's about 10 o'clock at night, and latest report stated that the fighting is still ongoing. So probably another night of artillery fire, and we'll probably get another update tomorrow on what has happened. But there's some shocking scenes at a 7-Eleven, like a convenience store, after Cambodia bombed it. But if you're looking at the finances involved in terms of people want to know from I suppose a neutral perspective or an outside perspective on whose military is better equipped and all of these kind of things, it's certainly Thailand. Thailand has the bigger budget, the more equipment at their disposal, if you want to call it that. And in comparison, the Thais' military budget is at about 6 billion. They also have 606,000 personnel. Cambodia is only 860 million budget with only 231,000 in personnel. So you're looking at that. Thailand has the bigger budget and of course the more personnel. However, this is where it gets really interesting here, is that Thailand, in terms of their army, Thailand have 635 tanks, 16,935 AFVS, 665 artillery units, and Cambodia has 644 tanks, 896 artillery units. So you're looking at Cambodia there, they have more of that sort of equipment when it comes to the army. And if you want to look at global rankings between these two, I know it's not a game of Call of Duty, but Thailand are 25th out of 145 countries in terms of their military, and Cambodia is 95th out of 145 countries. So you definitely, if you were a betting man, you would probably go with Thailand. However, looking at this, of course, as I suppose a neutral, I mean, I'm not that clued up on why it's going on. I know a little bit on why it's going on, but you're probably looking at it as it's going to bubble on for a little while now. And from I suppose a neutral perspective, you want there to be peace in the region because civilians are being killed, which is not great to see. And of course, Thai and Cambodian soldiers as well. But certainly interesting, and we'll keep you up to date as this materializes and more comes from it. But yeah, certainly don't take your eyes off of it because it's going to be continuing by the looks of things. Guys, as always, please do hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, get involved in the comment section below, and we'll be back later from another update with regard to Britain. We'll be going through a bit of news in it's our bread and butter, British Stand. We'll be covering some more British news a little bit later on. So